What are you thankful for this Sabbath, guys? What is making you happy? What are the highlights of your week? Even if it was something normal, but because of our warped world, it isn't highlight. What was it? What just made you go, whew? I'm going to share some snippets, video snippets of the things that made me go, whew, this week. And I did it because when you're in trouble, praise God. The harder you have fallen, or the more pain you feel when you've fallen, the higher you should shout your praise to God. That's what I believe anyway. It helps. Because, yeah, it helps. Though sometimes the pain overwhelms you, and all you can say is, please help me. Please help me. Kill me. Kill me. That does happen. But though for me the pain has increased, it's not one of those days. It's one of the days where I'm stiff and there's more pain in more bones. But I am not that bad. Yes, I'm a nail biter. I do it under anxiety, so ignore the nails. But I've been waking up. I've been struggling. I've been waking up with my hands in pain. And I never thought of it. I never thought of what that means. Because I grew up, that was one of my first signs from when I was a teenager. The winter swelling bones. Granted, my husband says, actually, we're not in winter yet. It's not that cold, hey? It's autumn. I feel like it's winter. My bones feel like it's winter. And I know it's just me. I know it's just me feeling that, because when I ask the children, but guys, don't you feel cold? Don't you want to heat up the room? They look at me like I'm a bit crazy. So I don't know if it's just me. I've always had poor circulation. I've always felt colder than other people. So that is just me. But either way, my body is acting like it's winter, or I guess it's the disease progressing, one of the two. And I remember asking you people if you know if the shoulder can freeze, can like fuse. And just for my new people, fusing is when on the joint, when you've got a joint, new bone formed during AS. AS does that. Bone forms over the bone, and that bone is rigid. It doesn't move. It is hard, like cement kind of, but it's soft in that it's easily breakable. But it's fragile. It is easily breakable, like a vase. Imagine a vase, a ceramic vase. It's hard, right? It doesn't move around and bend like this, but it's fragile. If you drop it, it will break. That is what the new bone is like, that forms over our joints and just over the bone. So it will form. That's what I was asking. Does it happen to the shoulder? I guess because the main thing is axial spondyloarthritis or ankylosing spondylitis begins in the SI joints, so across the bum and up, and I know it's in my neck, so all the way down, and I've got other areas in my spine where there is inflammation and visible disease, active disease. So I've always been aware that, okay, yes, I can fuse, and as I said before, my neck is a big source of trouble. I don't know what made my rheumatologist say she was surprised that I can still move my neck, but she's surprised. So I'm going to take that as a good thing. I'm going to be grateful for today, that today I can move my neck. Back to the shoulder, I found people in a group. I looked up fused because I wanted to see what else fuses, because my bones are all wrong. It's not just my neck that feels like it's carrying my head. Everything just feels wrong, man. And it began with my mouth. I didn't actually see if anyone's jaw has fused, but it began with my mouth. I couldn't open my mouth wide to brush my teeth, and I couldn't do it also to do an educational video for my children, because my non-speaking daughter, especially minimally speaking daughter, she doesn't do brushing teeth. She probably doesn't even get why we're doing it anyway. So she's very difficult to do. You can't actually get to all her teeth, even just a quick swipe, which scares me, because she can't tell us when she's in pain. So if she's got a hole in those teeth, cavities in those teeth, I will never know. That's the negative part. So I was trying to show them in a video, I had a real toothbrush, how to open your mouth for a long time, modeling it, and also this, so you can get to the other parts of your teeth, because she can't do that. And then I couldn't open my mouth. So this week has been a series of not only increasing pain, but a series of I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do this, I can't do that. For example, it was actually Sabbath afternoon. I was doing one of my neck exercises where you're meant to turn your neck. You see, like that, the shoulder, I don't know if you noticed from there, the shoulder shouldn't move forward. It shouldn't, but mine was. I didn't recognize it. So you're meant to move your shoulder, turn and look over your head. Oh no, you're meant to move your neck and look over your head as much as you can. Like over your, look over your shoulder. That. But what I hadn't realized until my husband pointed it out, because he was sitting in the sun watching me, and he says, but you're not moving your head. Your neck is still actually like more at a 45-degree angle, not at a 90-degree angle. And what's happened is that your eyes shifted. You know, like my eyes are the ones that are looking behind me. But in my head, I thought I was moving my neck sufficiently. But I haven't been, and I don't know if I ever have been, or if I've actually overblown my abilities in that specific area, which is mind-blowing in a way. You know, in the sense that I'm actually worse than I thought I was. All the things I've been saying, I'm so glad I can do this, maybe I actually can't do them as well as I should be. I know they do say I've got advanced AS, but for me, advanced AS is when you are now bent or you are now frozen. But it made absolute sense why the doctor was so upset last month about my situation. I'm getting to the positives, guys. So here I am, I can't move my neck properly, and I can't move my arm properly without like cracking and struggling. And in the group, I found that obviously your neck can fuse. And that's always been at the back of my mind. That one, it's been clear to me, okay, my neck might be fusing. The pain is because my neck might be fusing. But it never hit me. I asked, what about your shoulder? It has happened to many people. Their shoulders are stuck, like literally stuck, fused. And I think of when I said I feel like my shoulder is becoming frozen. What if it's fusing? All the things I take for granted, which I have struggled with already, there might be a day when I can't ever do them. When I lift my arms to bring clothing down and I struggle and it's painful and it's like a weight is pulling me down. One day I might never be able to lift those arms. And so for now, I'll be thankful that I can raise my arms up to here for now. I'm thankful I can raise my arms. It can be worse. It will be worse if we can't stop this freight train from steaming along. Do freight trains steam? Or is it a steam engine? Anyway, so I choose today to be grateful that it is not as bad. That is my first thing. I choose to be thankful that it's not as bad. I can still move my jaw enough to talk. I can still sing with my jaw and my lungs. They could be worse, man. And they're not. So I'll be thankful for that. I'll be thankful that I have some kind of placebo going on with my Enbrel. I injected my second Enbrel injection. I had 4 left in the freezer from before we decided it's not actually working for me. But it's that placebo effect where you feel the thing like, okay, I feel like I'm doing something to help. So I did do my second injection yesterday. The side effects were not as bad as last time because it had been a break since surgery, and now we're waiting for the new medication, but it didn't come. So I had a long break. It was over 4 months. No, I mean over a month. It was 5 weeks break. That's a long break given you inject every week. So last week I had a bad reaction, really bad, the whole week. But it wasn't that bad. It hasn't been that bad, and it's been almost 24 hours, not yet 24 hours. I know sometimes it kicks in from 24 hours, then I feel the digestive issues. But I'm thankful that I do have Enbrel in my fridge. I can feel like I'm trying to fight this. That's a gratitude. I'm thankful that I can pretend that I'm okay. I'm thankful that I'm nice. I think I'm a nice person. People say that. People say I'm an angel. Strangers who meet me, that's what they tell their friends. She's like an angel. She's so caring. She's so thoughtful. So that's how I know I'm nice, because other people say so. So the other week, I'd gone to the shopping center. I'd gotten, because I told my daughter, girlfriend, it's due to a cook this week. I can't. Just even chopping potatoes or chopping whatever is painful. So even this week I asked my son to chop the potatoes for me because I couldn't. It's so sore. Just let's pretend this is the baby bottle brush and I'm holding this. It's sore just to do this, guys. Like just to do this. So I was in pain and I was struggling. And I was finally going home. I was so relieved to be finally going home, and I was thinking, okay, what are the children doing? Could I maybe lie down for a bit? And then my teenage daughter phoned to say they need allergics. They've both got bad allergies. So I had to go back to the pharmacy from which I'd collected medication. Now I had to go to the self-medication queue, which was quite long. And then, there was a queue forming behind me. And then I just hear this loud man saying, "Excuse me, I'm behind the lady who's in front of you." So I look behind me, and the man who was being spoken to, who was addressed, they're all white. I was the only black customer there. I tell you these things so you can kind of picture them more. White hair, the one in the queue. The other one had grey hair. Greyish, like the dark grey, salt and pepper, yes. So the guy who now walked and was standing behind the woman says, "Well, I walked in behind her." So as in he's saying, what do you mean you're behind her? I've just walked in behind her. And the man, he's standing. That's the thing. We're looking at him. He looks okay. There's no cane. There's no walker. There's nothing. He's just a man. And he stands there. There's a big stool behind him. Now, I don't know if he had asked the pharmacists to bring him a stool or what, because there's usually not a stool there. So he's standing in front of this high stool. Maybe he carried it in with him. I don't know. And he says, "I don't think you understand." Okay then. "I can't stand," as he stands there. "I walked in and I am behind that woman who's in front of you." And then he sat down. I was like, wow. Couldn't you say, "Excuse me, sir, I am unable to walk in." I mean, he walked in on his own. "I'm unable to stand for a long period of time. And I came in after that lady and I've been waiting for a chair. Can you please just know that I am ahead of you and I'm here?" Something like that, firstly. And what with the attitude? We all can see a standing man. So for you to tell us you can't stand, it didn't compute. So the other man who had been told so loudly that, the man in the queue, he just mumbled whatever he mumbled to the person in front of him, probably saying something like a dummy. He's such a dummy. How does he expect me to know what he's talking about? Probably, I don't know. It might have been worse than that. And I was standing there and I was thinking, well, neither can I. Right now, I feel like I'm going to collapse. The fatigue that AS brings, it's like you will fall down. What brings me out of the feeling is when my opioid pain tablet takes over. But anyway, and I was thinking, I'm standing here. I can't stand here. I don't want to stand here. But you don't see me being mean or rude to people about it. I'm just going to stand here just like I walked here. And yes, I will limp out, but there's no reason to be rude to people. Talking down to them, "I don't think you understand," like he's being purposefully obtuse. It was bad. It was really rude. So I'm thankful that I'm not rude to people. And I'm thankful, number 5, for help. I'm thankful that between 8 to 3 on Monday to Friday, I have help. I can focus on the children, the preparing of schoolwork, the marking of schoolwork, the planning of schoolwork, especially now that, as if you've seen the other video, the schoolwork has tripled. And the thing is, with my daughter, I will prepare school now that she's begun wanting to do formal school, but she wants to do school her way, her own. She wants to set her own syllabus. So that also it's just a mental drain to have to argue with a child. And it's not normal. They all just sit down, all of them, sit down and do their books. My ADHD angels do complain that, "Oh, here we go again. Why do I have to do school?" But they do it. But she's like, "No, mommy, I want to trace. No, mommy, I want to cut. I haven't prepared cutting today." And she's still really young and she's still very impetuous, and she still doesn't understand the concept of safety. So cutting means I then have to be physically present, watching, and then I can't teach the other two. So, you know, it's hectic. So yes, I have help with the housework, and I'm thankful, because a dirty house stresses me a lot. I feel bad. I don't like dirt. I really don't. I shouldn't have been a mother, right? But I don't like untidiness. I don't like dirt. So I do my best and my bit, even when we do have help, because she doesn't iron underwear. She doesn't put away socks, or, you know, so I do things while she's busy with other things. Oh, I check out the laundry and fold it in the order it should be in. Because when you send it to the laundry place, they ask you how many t-shirts for male, how many t-shirts for female, how many t-shirts for kids. So I then fold them, and stack them in the order, in the formation that the people at the ironing place want, so that they can then count how many of each item there is. So it is hard. It is still housework, besides the giving medication and that aspect as well. And yeah, so I am thankful that I don't have to worry about the other stuff while doing that. I'm thankful that I have a helper. I'm thankful that she is an adult who gets it and will share the absurdities that autism has brought upon my 4-year-old. She also gets it, the lack of logic, and how frustrating that lack of logic is on my daughter, who doesn't understand she's not being logical. So, for example, let's say there's but this is a bicycle, an upside down bicycle. Here are the wheels, right? And then there's this metal bar that goes to each wheel. She will want her teddy bears and toys, soft toys, to sit on here, like she did on Thursday, to sit here. I must put them on, and they must all be sitting upright. I can't. It's not even, I won't even do this. It's like thin. They can't sit upright. And then she'll get upset and angry and cry. And the girl is loud. So Violet has seen that also. Well, Auntie Violet to the children. She has seen it. She has been a victim of how my angel, when that part takes over and she's done, it spoils it for the other children. She has experienced it, where if they want to go for a walk, she insists she wants to go to the park, and then while they're at the playground, as they call it, when they're at the playground, then she wants to leave, and the others still want to play. It's hard balancing, and that's just 3 children's needs. 4 children, yes, that she has to balance. So she gets how hard it is to keep everyone happy. You can't. It's impossible. So I'm so thankful that I've got a helper in the house to clean. Guys, there's this day I was so tired and in pain. Last week, or this week? Yes, this week. I brought my daughter back from writing an exam, and I'd taken her there, about 40 minutes drive, and then she had to be 30 minutes early, and then the exam was actually 1 hour and a quarter, so it was a long time. And I had to wait, because 40 minutes back and then 40 minutes back to the school, it's pointless doing the drive. And I was tired, really tired. I got home. Now, I spend most of my time when I'm not teaching or making bottles or preparing cereal, breakfast, food, supper, in bed. That's the most comfortable place for me. So my bed is never fully made. And when I make it, I don't make it like Violet makes it. I walked into the room, I was in pain. And the bed was just crisp and clean. It felt like a breath of fresh air. I know some of you can relate to that feeling, like a hotel where everything is just clean and crisp and untouched, and it immediately makes you feel relaxed. That is how I felt. And I know my angel, my non-talking much angel, felt it too, Rio, because she followed me into the room, and she just went and immediately climbed onto the bed. She too felt it. And there are funny things, number 6, that happen parenting my crazy children. There are the funny moments where my 4-year-old, who talks a lot, she's obsessed with Beethoven. Obsessed with Beethoven. She wants to dance to Beethoven. And I think back to my childhood. At age 4, I didn't know who Beethoven was at all. I don't even think my parents knew who Beethoven was, and they were adults. So at age 4, to have this crazy little child wanting Beethoven, she wants me to play Beethoven in her room when she's playing with the siblings. She wants to dance to Beethoven. And so I was recording her yesterday playing. I wanted to show the sensory stuff we do, just the play stuff we do. So I put water and sunlight dishwashing liquid. That's what we call ours in South Africa, sunlight dishwashing liquid. That's the main brand. And food coloring. Thankfully, because now she knows not to swallow. So that's why I can do it. And they blow and they make bubbles, and the bubbles, you know, explode, expand, and they love it. Oh, you're making a mountain of bubbles.
Then we vacuum it.
Wow. Nice. That's cool. So I did that, and that's what I was trying to catch, just so that I can suggest it as an activity, because I know there are parents who don't know what they can do with their children at home. And it's not like you have to be a homeschooler. There are your weekends where the parents say, oh, I hate my weekends. I don't know how you handle homeschooling. I don't even like the weekend with my children. Well, you can make them blow. Water, dishwashing liquid, and you can add food coloring. It's not a necessity, it's just different. So I went to record them doing that, and then my angel started talking about how she's at Beethoven's house.
He was dead.
He was dead, hey?
Yes, he was dead.
Who?
Beethoven.
Yes, Beethoven was dead. So you're at his house, but he's dead.
Yes.
Oh boy. So now who else is in the house? Who lives with Beethoven?
Bach.
Bach. Ah, Bach lives with Beethoven. You're right.
Bach was good. Then he called the Lord. Does it say?
What does it say? Beethoven is classical music. Bach is also classical music. So it just made me laugh that that's her world. It was nice. It was funny. So I would have those funny moments. And number 7, I'm thankful for the moments I do feel like I'm making a difference, where I can calm a child down, where my presence is enough, especially for my angel whose life must be so frustrating, not able to communicate. I am thankful. I say I'm ending on 7 because today's the 7th day of God's calendar, which he gave to Abraham, etc., and Adam and Eve rather, and continued from Adam and Eve all the way down. So this is the Sabbath, 7th day of the week, and I will end at number 7. I have more, but I'll end at number 7. I'm thankful that I still feel effective. You will find in those groups mothers who don't know what to do when their child isn't in pain, but this one teenager, autistic, kept her mother up the whole night. She wanted something, but she couldn't express what it is. And I also, in another totally different group, Christian homeschooling moms group, I saw the post of a mom who had gone to go see a psychiatrist or some kind of professional for therapy. That's what I was also told. I need to go have counseling, see a psychologist to offload all my stresses. So she goes and she then discusses the stress caused by an angel who cannot communicate. And the woman has been said to me as well, why don't you do pictures and then have the child point at pictures? Our children cannot look at pictures and even think. They don't want to look at pictures. So of course she's sitting there thinking, you think I haven't done that? You think I haven't tried that? Do you think my child can do it? So she was just upset that she was let down by that professional. And it's real. That frustration is real. So it happens. They can't tell you what they want, and you feel so helpless and so hopeless. You feel like you should be able to read their mind. Sometimes I think that she's crying and she doesn't actually know what's on her mind. Hello, Nayla.
Hi.
Do you talk a lot?
Yes, took a lot.
Yes, you talk a lot. Okay, what have you been doing?
I give you a paper.
Oh, you were given... who gave you a paper? Ella?
No.
Who gave you paper? Did you take it?
Yes.
You took paper?
Yes.
Are you going to colour in?
Yes.
Okay.
Mommy, you can have coloring.
You know what you should do? Ask for a book. Ask for a book and then it will be easier to colour in. Please bring a book, Abby, or the clipboard. Thank you.
Clipboard?
Yes, then you'll be able to color in. And so she was screaming and screaming. Not her, my non-talking angel. What's your twin's name?
Nemo.
What's your twin sister's name?
Ratty.
Yes, Ratty. I'm mentioning that because the other day she said, I can't have something because I'm not a twin. So anyway. No, don't draw on your face.
Okay.
The good girl. Thank you. So she cries. And yesterday,
Book.
yay, now you can draw on it. Press on it.
Press.
Yes, there. See, now you can color in. Try color in. What is this?
Aha.
It's a house. So we're struggling. We struggle. Yes, Mikaya? So she was crying and crying. She had been crying for like 20 minutes. And I thought, okay, I need to just get off this bed. As I've said, the pain has been getting worse. The stiffness had been getting worse. The fatigue. It's like the world is pressing down on you. And it was tough. So I eventually got out. Now, it had happened straight after bath time. Oh, you're tracing on the lines. Trying to stick on the lines. On the line. Yeah. And I thought she had been crying because she didn't want to come out the bath. She didn't want to get dressed. But that wasn't the reason. She just, I don't know. I went out and I asked the older siblings who had just left her there. She was standing in the corner, thumb in mouth, all alone, crying and crying loud. And so I took her and I said, what's wrong? What do you want? Look, you guys have no clue. Those of you who do have children who can talk. What a blessing it is for a child to tell you what they want in any form, whether it's typing, pressing numbers, pointing at pictures. And took me to the freezer. She took me to the freezer. I opened it for her because she'll stand there and she'll want you to open. She won't even open, but she can. And she pointed at her dad's vegan ice cream, which it was some brand new brand, and she wanted it. And as soon as I pulled it out, she was happy out of the freezer. Rio was happy, right?
Wow.
Yes, when we took out the ice cream. Were you happy?
Yes.
Yes, and she enjoyed it. And after that, the whole rest of the evening, there was no more sadness, no crying. She was peaceful. And those are the moments I'm also thankful for. When there's peace and everyone is calm. Are you happy?
Yes.
Yes, sometimes she also has her bad moments when she's screaming and angry. Do you get angry?
No.
Do you get angry? Do you get mad at Amy? Yes, you do. She gets mad at her sister. She gets angry at her sister. But now she is. How would you feel now?
Happy.
She's happy.
Then I was laughing at her.
Yes, and Amy laughs and everyone's happy. I love those moments. I'm so thankful that I can have those moments. And so to you, moms or dads, or whoever, grannies, I'm hoping that out of all the chaos, you can have those moments where all is well, even if it's 5 minutes, like can happen here, where it's just 5 minutes of peace. I hope you can breathe in, breathe out, and enjoy them. And I hope that they will happen to you if they haven't yet. Because there are parents who, or aunts, like a 29-year-old, shared an aunt of a 29-year-old non-verbal, non-able to communicate, autistic, also obese, overweight, and she has the mental strength, mental ability of a 4-year-old. That's how it is. It's not always going to be a victory. Or my child was 5 and now she's 14 and she spoke when she was 5, now she's 14 and she's perfect. You never say that she was autistic. So I'm giving you hope that there are those stories too. And we're all in one group where there's that as well. Where you also find the parents. So she was saying, yeah, she's 29, my niece. I love her to bits. But she's got the mentality or intellectual ability of a 4-year-old. And when she fights, she's got the strength of a 29-year-old man. And so things are hard. So she had come to learn in the group.
So we can be happy, so we can be a big girl.
Yes, you can be a big girl, hey?
So she's standing a cross.
Pardon?
She's standing a cross.
Yes, Jesus died on a cross. That's true. And so I'm thankful. Today is day 7, right?
Okay.
It's the Sabbath. It's the Sabbath. And I will end there today. I pray and hope that everyone is going to have a good Sabbath, or is having a blessed Sabbath, or will have a blessed Sabbath, whichever country you're in, or whenever you will watch this. And that we can find God does present to us some blessings. Just like I have been able to see some blessings here. Thank you.
I cried.
Pardon?
But I'm crying because I just killed my son.
Oh no, they killed your son.
Yes.
Your son is G?
Huh?
Jesus.
Yes.
Do you like Beethoven?
Yes.
Yes, you do. Eh?
Beethoven. Who killed Beethoven?
No one killed Beethoven.
Who killed Beethoven?
You want to fall?
Mommy,
Yes.
I got a soldier.
You soldiers.
Yes.
I see. Amy, what were you playing down there by my window?
Mommy, we killed Goliath.
Well done. You're brave.
We're brave to kill Goliath.
You killed Goliath. Did God give you strength?
Yes.
He made you strong.
But so strong.
What were you playing down there?
We're playing with the purple block.
What
And
were you
Goliath.
saying? Oh, you're pretending it's Goliath.
Yes, and we're looking for a perfect spot.
Perfect spot for? For what, Mickey?
For a picnic.
For your picnic. Hello, Rio. Hi.
Mommy, here's a bread for soldiers.
The bread, do I have?
Huh?
Do I have bread for soldiers?
Yes.
No, I don't.
Red.
Must I go make some?
Yes.
Oh,
For the good to 3 children.
For the 3 children. Count them. Show me which 3.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so that, what about that soldier? Is she a soldier?
No, but she's yes. But she's the big. Okay. But,
What is she?
But she's yes. She's just another soldier.
Okay, and what about him?
Huh?
What about that tall guy there? What is he?
I'm just Goliath.
He's Goliath. Did you kill him?
Yes, I did it.
Is that why he's so quiet?
Yes, he's quiet. Goliath.
Oh, you guys are so cute.
Goliath, you are.